Um, Kenshi. It's another game I really like to play. It's open world, sort of samurai feudalism on a strange planet. No guns, just a lot of sword play. If you've never seen it before, idea is to start from one guy or a couple guys and build up an army and take over the world. We're starting a new game and we're going to go with some advanced options. We're going to leave the hunger alone. So you got to eat or it messes up all your stats. Chances of death, I'm going to crank this up. Because lots of times you'll get into fights with people and you're fighting with swords and they tend not to die. We're going to crank this up so there's more dudes around. And I think that's all we're going to do with that. All this other stuff is um, overall combat for everything. Doesn't necessarily make the game harder or easier, but it affects the speed of battles. So this will make battles go faster. Don't really need that. So we'll just go with that. Um, all right. Well, we got to change it. We ain't no chick. Let's go randomize all. Yeah, we'll go with that guy, but we're going to have to do something about that body style. We're not that. You're more like a man. Let's give him some bigger legs so he looks sort of human. um, and how about a little bit longer legs? There we go. Okay, and we're going to call him Nick Fury. There we go. All right. And where we're going to start is in this little town. This little town is called the Hub. This is pretty much the border zone. This is pretty much Noob Central. You really don't want to get out of here until you get your stats up. I'll show you my stats. All ones. They can breathe on me and kill me. And I'm literal. And there's bandits everywhere. And lots of times if you get into a fight in towns, you just run into the bar real quick. And I know my mouse needs adjusted. I'll have to work on that. But this is going to be, I think I showed the mods. It's heavily modded. But see, you can buy buildings here. So we're going to basically set up a little um, business in this town just so we can get some weapons and armor made and got a food source where we're not buying it all the time. Um, what are these guys running around about? Who are you and why are you? Holy Nation Outlaws. I don't know what they're doing. Um, these guys up here, these are the Shinobi Thieves. We're going to join these guys. They got some training equipment we can use. Plus, they got good armor that we can buy at the beginning for a couple guys. Um, but we're going to go ahead and go in here. I start off with $1,000, so we're going to go in here and see what we can get. Because as you see right now, I have a stick and a pair of breeches. um, so we're going to go in here and... Alright, what you got? Some very expensive bows that I can't afford. Be nice if I could. But we're just going to grab... I don't even think I'm going to grab any food right yet. That way I'm not a target as quickly. I just basically wanted to see what he had. I don't even know what that is. I got some crazy mods with some different ammo. I mean, different weapons. But, yeah, this is where we'll be living. We're getting our food and stuff from there. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go down here. Now, when you leave this town, that's when things can get bad. um, but we're going to go right down here. And we're going to get some iron, or some copper, because that sells better than iron. And we're going to pay attention around us. And if we see anybody coming, we're going to run our little butts right back up the hill. But we'll just let him hammer out some copper. And if you click on the copper, left click it, a little thing, and when it comes up, it'll show you. And then you can just move it into your inventory. But that being said, I'll edit a lot of this out because this first part, it'll be pretty boring. But it's pretty much what you have to do. But I'll show you all the little parts real quick. I need to get enough money to join the Shinobi Thieves. Then I can go inside and train and get some of those skills up. And then I can make some money. I might even buy a building first. Because I got all kinds of stuff I can do. We can set up little rooftop farms to make money as we grow and get people on board. There's a few people that are free, and I found if you just mine here and look around, you can find people. There'll be some outlaws wandering around, and lots of times you can get them to join up with you for free, and some of them are pretty tough. That's all you do, just put it in there and just keep mining, and when you get a full inventory. But we're going to catch some of the higher quality bandits and stuff and force them to join us. They need to put a mod that if you do this, there's a chance that they can rebel against you if you don't treat them right. If you look at him, you can see his stats. I'm a little bit hungry, but I'm okay. This is your hunger bar. When it's all yellow, then it'll turn to red, and that's when you really got to watch it. See, these are worth about 100, and if you look at sell value, average price, about 180. So you do a couple loads of this, you can get a couple, some pretty good money. Get a couple of people doing it, and you can mine this rock and this rock. That's the same guy? Oh, that's a drifter. I don't know if I can talk to him or not. Beast drum, I'm not reading that. One glass of that stuff and all hell broke loose. One guy gouged his own eyeballs out with a fork after 3 glasses. It was great stuff. Yeah, it sounds like it. Oh, this guy's a hiver. So he's brewing. He wants $6,000 to come join me. Can't afford that. Yeah, I can't afford you, buddy. I tend to stay out a little ways. I could stay like this so we can watch him work, but it's better to go ahead and pan out until something's happening so you can see what's going on around you. That same guy, yeah. Because when a group of them comes up, you want to be ready to scat. Matter of fact, you want to be heading back up the hill before they even get close to you. But there are a couple free people I get. I think there used to be one up in the older versions up there in that bar right up the hill that you could get for free. I forgot what his name was. But he's not there anymore. I guess they took him out, which is fine. Yeah, and that's the only saves we'll have is auto saves. So if I have some stupid crash, we'll go to an auto save. But otherwise, if a guy dies or something like that, or I get stupid, or I'm not paying attention, and get run over by some outlaws. That's just the way it is. We're going to play sort of like real school, real world kind of rules. Okay, here we go. Here's a bunch of Holy Nation outlaws. We're gonna beat it out of here because, see, if you look at their stats, this guy's got a 35 attack, 30 defense. Me, I have a 1. I mean, I wouldn't stand a chance. So they might chase me. I don't know. I might have to actually stop and drop this ore. Nope, they didn't want nothing to do with me, which is fine. They might be they might be friendlies, friendlier than most. They probably could run faster than me too. All right. And if you scan around, you'll see these little white numbers popping up and down. If you see any of them, that usually means there's a fight going on, and you can sometimes go over and get some stuff. But this is what I do. I get right here, and I just run back and forth. See my strength? If you look at the little green bar, this little green bar right here, see it going up, how fast it's going up? That's what we want to go up, and that's training my athletics right here. So we're just going to run back and forth until we get that up to, I don't know, 8 or 10, and get my athletics up. Because basically what we're trying to do is get this run rate up to at least 20. 25 is better. Most guys you can outrun at 25. But carrying a bunch of rocks makes it go up faster. So that's what we're going to do. I'll be back when he's at halfway decent. All right, well, we've run around and we got our athletics up to 11, strength up to 8. But if you notice, we're still not running any faster. Well, that's because I'm losing some in my hunger. If you look at the little screen that's up right here, when I go over strength, it says hunger 12%. And then down here, hunger 2%. So we're losing skills from that. So you do need to remember to eat. Yeah, you can get your skills up faster if you are running around hungry because it puts, but I'd just soon not be, we'll sell him all these. See, I made about $2,000 on that, so that's pretty good. And we'll get us some food. And let's see, we'll grab us another one. We'll get us one of these. And if you look down here, my hunger's yellow and red. Really, you want to keep it half green and half yellow, in my opinion. Everybody plays different. But he will eat the food on his own, and then your health will go back up. So that being done, I need to slow everything down. We're going to go ahead and run down here and do it again. We're going to we're going to run down here and get some more mining. But if you look, my labor, where's it at? Laboring, it's gone up to 11 just from mining. So this is pretty much what I do at the beginning. Everybody plays different. You can run out there and try to fight some people, but you'll just get killed. And if you set it up like I did to advance stuff, some dust bandits got wiped out by somebody. If you increase those stats, they'll cut your head right off of you, and that'll be the end of the game. So you can move those around a little bit. But you see, I'm malnourished. But it's slowly recovering. I did eat, and I still got one left. We'll crank up the speed, and we'll just sit here and do it again. And I'll be back when he's got a full load. Or if somebody attacks. Yeah, I don't know if you just noticed that, but he ate that other. He ate that dried, and they'll eat it just as they need it. So it's always best to have some food on you, whether you go hunting for it, or you buy it, mining, go buy it, or steal it off somebody. But most of the characters in this game are trying to kill you to take your food. There's actually a group called Starving Bandits or something like that. And their whole theme is give me your food. I've never played it where I made deals with them and tried to play the diplomatic end of it. But I guess you could. Like the Dust Bandits, they want money. You could probably deal with the Starving Bandits and say, okay, here, take this food. And they might leave you alone, but they're more than likely just going to take your food and kill you anyhow, so you might as well run, in my opinion. Alright, well, we got another full load, so we're going to go up here. We're going to sell that and get some more food so my hunger doesn't go back down. Alright, let's do business. Well, we're going to give you all that. And we're up to about 4,600. We'll get a dried fish and a bowl of rice. And then let's see, who we got in here? Adventurers Guild. This guy's attack, 78. Oh, this is the guy that'll bring you people to your... this is a pacifier, so if you got into a big stink with the hounds and you wanted to try to square it up so they left you alone a little bit, you can come talk to him and bribe him. You can go here. No, it's not that one. Which one is it? Squad. If you go into squad factions, here are all the factions. And already Desolate Plunder, I got some extra ones added in. Dust Bandits, the Hill Marauders, they absolutely hate me, 100%. They'll attack me on sight. Swamp Ruffians, they'll attack me on sight. But a lot of these guys, they don't. See, there's the hounds right there. Right now we're good to go. But if I was to start fights with them, then that number will go down and it'll get to the point where they're just, time they see you, they'll attack you. But this guy here is... oh, that's a pacifier. I looked at him. Well, who are you? This guy's a vagrant. Slits. Now see, these guys all... I can talk to him, and he'll want money to join me. Either buy me a drink or take a hike. Now see, I could play on the fact that if I buy him a drink, he might join me. I don't know. So I'll see what happens. He might not. He might just tell me to screw off. Drinking helps me relax at least a little. What happened? We were trying to take down a can, but we got caught. You ever hear what those savages do to their victims? They eat them, limb by limb. It's not a pretty way to go, let's just say that. I managed to pick some locks and escape, but they already started on my buddy, kept him alive while they ate at him. Piece of meat. I had to end his suffering. I'll go with that's terrible. Oh, well, that didn't. And that's all I got out of him. Sometimes if you don't pick the right line. See, this guy wants a bunch of money. I don't have that kind of money. Okay, that's a global pacifier. Okay, don't look like I can get anybody in here to join me. Who's that guy? Holy Nation. If you want to go from floor to floor, you just click this thing up and down. And there's nobody up here. Alright, well, we can go outside. Now see, you can go into these buildings, and if you hold down the Alt button, it'll say what's in here on the floor. Sometimes they have stuff, sometimes they don't. This building here, if you want to search it, it's got some stuff in it sometimes. But if you hold down the Alt button, it'll tell you what's laying on the ground. And see, none of that stuff's any good. Let's see what's in here. Hey, what are you doing in there? Okay, he's just hanging out. Okay, what do we got going on? There's some steel cut oats, a ceramic bowl, cactus fuel, dustberry wine. Now see, there's a couple things in here we can take. Now it's not really stealing because it doesn't say it's stealing. It's just you can steal in this game if that's what you want to do, but I'm not too much of a thief. Oh, here's a... Okay, here's a safe. We can try to pick it. This will get our picking skill up too. See, lock picking? If you look at the little yellow line, it's going up slowly. Oh, it went up pretty good. Learning to pick is pretty helpful. If you do get caught by slavers or cannibals or frogmen or fogmen or any of those individuals that like to lock people up, it's a good skill to have. So that you can try to get away before they eat you. The fogmen, they'll eat your arms and legs off first, and as long as you keep your legs, sometimes you can run away. Cannibals are pretty bad, same thing.